chill even the stoutest of heart. For within that darkness lies that which no one can control. And that something is me.
Hey, welcome back to Out of Character RPG. Thank you for being with us, and we really appreciate every time you come and join us. I would like to encourage you to hit that subscription button there, hit that notification bell there, make a comment, let us know what do you think about the adventures, and be a part of our community and stuff. We really appreciate you watching our videos. So today my name is Anthony, and I'm the game master for our Star Wars series that we're doing. We call it Darkness of Space, and the system that we're using is Fantasy Flight's The Edge of the Empire. Oops, there you go. The Edge of the Empire. All right, guys, why don't you introduce yourselves?
My name's Henry, and I'm playing a Force-sensitive exile. Trey.
Steven, playing John, Eternity, just like Kylo Ren, the greatest character in the Star Wars universe.
Whoa, that's a lot right there. I'm playing M1K3. My name is Rich, and I am a king in this game. King of the androids.
Hey, my name is Juan. I'm playing Lance Blazer, human, smuggler, pilot of the Wanderer.
Okay, where we last left off, our adventurers, our heroes, they're trying to collect these 4 holocrons, which are very powerful and can give the knowledge of raising the dead. And it looks as though there's a Sith known as the Emperor's Hand that is also seeking these holocrons. Our adventurers ended up going to this planet known as Ronyard, also known as Junkyard. It literally is a planet that is controlled and run by droids. And we had a great surprise in our last mission where we found out that M1K3 is literally the leader of this planet, and he had to fight for that title back against this super droid known as Paramount. And that was a great battle. If you haven't seen that, guys, you got to look at our past videos and stuff like that. All right, so we're just going to kind of like take it from there. Basically, M1K3, you guys just finished defeating Paramount, and all of a sudden, a Star Destroyer came out of hyperdrive, and we'll get to that scene right now. And you got radio contact from the Star Destroyer and your old nemesis, right? Commander Bassar. You hear his voice over this communications, and he's making threats to you guys, and he was warning you that he's going to level this planet with his Star Destroyer, and unless you give up the holocrons, right? So let's just take it from there. What are you guys doing?
I'm ordering my people. I say, listen to me now, I am M1K3, the true leader. I demand a light repeater blast. I put my hand out and they put one in it. I'm like, I demand an astromech droid. Can I just ask for anything I want? I want a medical droid and an astromech droid.
You can ask. You might not get, but you can ask.
All right. So I'm like, give me an R2-D2 pronto. And I also want, I don't know what the medical droid's called. Whatever that's called.
Medical droid.
To accompany us into the Star Destroyer. The rest of the fleet, I would like you to distract all the starfighters, the TIE fighters, while we infiltrate the Star Destroyer. And then I asked the group, does anyone else want anything?
how is the destroyer within firing range yet, or is it getting there? That's
It's
my
moving
question.
within firing
Okay,
range.
so we have a little bit of
Otherwise, you will
time.
already start to feel the impact of its
bombardment.
weapons, the bombardment. That's correct.
Okay, then since you're gonna send your droids to fight and distract them, I suggest we all go on the Wanderer and avoid combat and try to infiltrate the destroyer. But that's all up to you guys.
Yeah, John?
I'm actually going to take a ship, though. And I'll just keep them off of our backs while we get in there.
All right, so you're jumping into one of the droid fighters?
Yes.
Okay. And everybody else is going into the Wanderer?
Correct.
I want to turn to Trent real quick. I want to whisper while I'm in the cockpit. Can I just get a moment real quick with him?
Sure, go ahead.
What's up, John?
Grab him by his cheeks.
Lightsaber in the chest.
Sorry. I'm so sorry for being so difficult. I realize that now, how difficult I've been. And you still, had faith in me. I appreciate it. You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you for keeping faith in me. Thank you for teaching me what I needed to know about the Force.
At that, I say, may the Force be with you, and I give him a hug. I says, you will always be my brother.
Can we save this for later, gentlemen, before that ship starts bearing down upon us? But since he is flying on one of those droid ships, then I suggest you guys all go and take a droid ship, knowing that destroyer is going to target the Wanderer, because Guacamole Bassett already knows the Wanderer. Bassar already knows the Wanderer, and that their eyes are going to be on the ship. So let me be the decoy, and you guys get inside the destroyer.
Lance, you still need a gunner.
I could use a droid. This mission, I may not come back, so I'm not suggesting anybody volunteer to go with me.
Lance, I can't fly. I'm not a flyer.
Oh, well, then you're the gunner.
Exactly. Hey, if you die, we die together. That's the way it goes. The Force.
We need we need one ship to get in with the proper people to destroy the Star Destroyer, not multiple people taking chances.
Okay.
Well, my only state is because John's already going on one of the robot ships.
We need more than one gun to make sure that we actually get that far. I'm going to be that extra gun. I close the cockpit.
I'm telling you, all those robot ships are going to be swarmed by TIE fighters. I think the destroyer is going to concentrate on the Wanderer, knowing that he already knows us.
Well, we have 100 I'm calculating in my head. We have 100 starfighters here. It is more than a Star Destroyer. We'll have plenty of cover. I will make sure that my robots who have no souls will sacrifice themselves.
You would not say that. Oh my goodness.
They have a complement of 48 TIE fighters, and TIE pilots are pretty damn good pilots.
Oh, mighty one.
Except you. No, don't listen to what I just said.
Of course you don't mean that, don't you? I mean, after all, we are sentient. And we are quite important.
I turn him off.
But you can't wield the Force.
Not playing. I was just joking about that. But
we will follow you, M1K3 Mighty One, to our deaths. We follow you. What are your orders?
When I say Delta formation, that means you get in front and take the shots.
Take those shots for me, man. Just take those shots for me. All right. So the droids run off to get you all of those things. M1K3. You guys are ready. What are you guys doing? Are you gonna go over to the Wanderer? And I take it, John, you said you're gonna go to one of the droid fighters. Is that correct? Okay. So.
Did I get an astromech droid? Did I get an R2D6?
Sure. They'll give you one to go with you.
I truly think we should all stick together, but that's fine.
Okay, so who's separating?
John is separate.
So John is the one who's going to go into a fighter separate. Okay, and everybody else is going to go into the Wanderer, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I will need a co-pilot more than likely for this too.
Astromech droid could be a co-pilot.
Is he better than you?
I have 3. Let me see.
You're not bad.
It's raised mine.
You're pretty good.
I think I have 3 a yellow.
Then you have as much as I have.
All right.
I could be wrong. Let me just double check.
Even if you have a 2, that's still pretty damn good.
Piloting space, I have 3. 3 yellow.
Okay, that's what I have.
Flash up first.
All right. So you run out. You notice that there's a bunch of fighters there, that they're being prepped for you guys. You also notice that they were prepping your vessel, the Wanderer. And you can see there's droids all over the place. They're running here and they're grabbing things. You notice as you're running to the Wanderer M1K3, you see a droid run over to you and hand you a light repeater blaster. And you also see a small little red R2 unit coming over, and you hear it beep and little sounds, and it kind of like comes over to your side and stops. Don't worry, I'm gonna put the sound effects in. So.
No. I'm wearing the light repeater blaster like Rambo, where he had the bullets around his chest.
Cool. All right, so you guys going in?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Lance, I'm headed to the gunnery section.
All right, you get into the Wanderer and you start powering her up. And I take it that all of you are in the cockpit, all 3 of you.
No, Trenton is in the gunner.
Yeah, I'm in the gunnery
Okay.
section.
All right, so M1K3, are you sitting in the cockpit with Lance?
I am. Yes.
Okay. And you take off.
Mm-hmm.
And as you take off, your sensors start to pick up, of course, the Star Destroyer out in space. And you also pick up, as you're reading that, and we'll get back to that scene. Give you that nice little visual, I think, of all the TIE fighters. You could pick up TIE fighters being released from the Star Destroyer. Right? So, M1K3, you notice there's a whole bunch of your droid fighters being prepped, and they rise up out of the atmosphere into space, and they're following the Wanderer. You notice that they get on the comm to speak with you.
Put it through. Since I'm
Mighty
the king,
One,
I don't touch anything.
we are ready, Mighty One. What do you wish us to do?
Delta formation. No, I'm playing. Attack all incoming fighters. Keep us clean. We need to get to the Star Destroyer as close as possible.
We will engage the enemies. We will protect you and defend. We will try to make a pathway for the Wanderer. All right. So you notice that they kind of like fly past you. John, you're in one of these vessels. You notice that the vessel is pretty fast, much faster than the Wanderer. What are you doing?
Charging ahead. I'm like, all right, guys. I'm staying with the guys.
Okay, so you're kind of like side by side with the Wanderer. Is that what you're doing?
I'm the wingman. I'm Iceman. I'm the wingman.
You're
Okay.
more like Goose right now.
You can see in the distance there are hundreds of TIE fighters coming in your direction, and of course you have hundreds of droid vessel fighters, and they start to engage and they clash, and you see them shooting. There's firepower going all over the place, and you can see vessels exploding, and some of them are spinning and they crash into the other ones. But it looks like the droids are doing a pretty decent job. You can see that there's some benefits to the droid vessels. It seems the fighters, they seem as though they could take a little more damage, but they can't really, even though they're faster than the Wanderer, they're not as fast as the TIE fighters. So the TIE fighters kind of have an advantage when it comes to speed and maneuverability. But the droid vessels are doing really well. It looks like they're trying to make a pathway, so they kind of engage most of their ships in the center and kind of like move out, like fighting the TIE fighters. It looks like there's kind of a passage, but there's so many ships and so much chaos that's going on that you're still gonna be engaged to some degree. But they're doing a really good job, right? So this space battle is very chaotic. It's a very chaotic place to be. So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna start flying towards the opening that they're creating for us.
Okay. I need you to you notice Lance, as you're like piloting the Wanderer, you start to notice that your hand starts to shake a little bit, and you're wondering why your hand is shaking, and you kind of like hold it, and it seems as though you feel kind of, yes. Did you forget? Withdrawals, baby.
That was a long time ago. All right.
It was, and now the withdrawals are affecting you.
Right,
just at the worst
timing.
possible time.
Okay,
you're going through withdrawals. Your body is kind of in pain, and it needs the drugs. You don't have any of the drugs, and so you're going to have a -1 to everything you do, a -1 setback die.
What's that? One black die?
Until you find either drugs or something can happen, but you definitely need a hit of some form of drug. So right now, -1 setback die for everything that you do. Just keep that in mind as you're going through these withdrawals. What a terrible time for me to think to bring this up.
I forced myself to puke right on the thing. See if that helps a little bit.
All right, what I need you to do is their ships intertwining, even though in the passage that you're going through, every now and then you see some fighters engaging and passing your vessel at pretty close range. So I need you to do a hard piloting roll.
Okay.
And you're going to have, because you're trying to stay in this passageway, I need you to you're going to get 1 setback die, and another one because of because of the drugs.
What setback dies are what, purple?
The black.
Yeah, I only got an advantage. I didn't know the reds.
All right.
Whatever, but I didn't. I might make it, but I've used that.
All right. Do I get any
advantage?
Since I have a co-pilot, do I get any pluses for that?
It says as co-pilot, I can make a difficulty of a 2, and it reduces.
Oh, wait a minute!
Wait
a minute! I shouldn't get any disadvantages because I have that those abilities.
Yeah, those abilities affect piloting a bit, but remember your withdrawal has nothing to do with that. So you're gonna get that black die no matter what.
So that's 1, right?
Correct.
Okay, so it's not as bad then. Okay, all right. And do I get anything for having a co-pilot?
Well, he's going to make a roll. I think you want to... Well, he could automatically help you. M1K3, what are you going to do? I think he was going to do something else.
All right, whatever he does, I don't know what he's going to do.
Well, first of all, do I know he's having issues with drugs? No, he doesn't say anything, right?
No, he hasn't mentioned anything, yeah.
Okay, so it says co-pilot, difficulty of a 2. Each success downgrades the difficulty of the next piloting check by 1. Can I do that? Is
sure.
that not?
Absolutely.
Okay. 2 purple die.
Nice.
One goes down by 1. Whatever difficulty you get.
So but you succeed, right? So you're gonna give him that bonus, but that strain. I'm gonna take that threat that you have there, that 1 threat, and I'm gonna make it that there's a narrow miss, and that your vehicle suffers 1 strain because of that narrow miss. The vessel has been strained, so you get 1 strain on the Wanderer. All right. Lance, it's no longer hard, is now average. So it's 2 purple plus that 1 setback die.
2 purple plus that 1 setback die. Okay,
Correct.
but
Make your roll.
oh, I can't. The other thing I have doesn't apply to this. All right. I roll a triumph. A triumph.
Yeah, you're doing it. You're jetting through, and nothing is hitting you. You're like avoiding all of these ships, and you're just moving forward. John, you didn't succeed, so you get entangled, John, in the battle itself. So a TIE fighter now has engaged with you, John, and because you failed, and it's going to take a shot at you.
Oh, Juan, you gotta roll 1 black die.
1 black die. So I don't have. It's a purple die in here. It's a blue die in here. I don't have a black die on this thing.
Black
I'm
square.
sure.
Black square.
I don't have it on this.
You want me to roll? I'll roll it for you.
Yeah, I could. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't have it on this. I don't understand why.
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
That
that's a
means
fail. So in
it's a
reality, he didn't succeed. Something special still happens, but a triumph is considered a 1 success, right?
Yeah.
But because you rolled 1 fail, they cancel each other out. But he still has something special that happens. So he doesn't. In other words, he didn't succeed in trying to avoid all of these things. But the triumph is something special. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it that no ship hit him, nothing negative happened, but he's kind of entangled now with the mess of the combat. Does that make sense? So he didn't succeed in passing through unscathed, but nothing negative has happened to him because it is a triumph. But he's now in the mix of all these TIE fighters zooming past you and combating. So I do want to look at John. I think John, you rolled. Oh man, you rolled 1. You didn't have 1 success, so guess what? Even the TIE fighters are going to go before you. That's all right. Here we go.
That's what happens.
It happens, man. All right, they're going to fire upon you. TIE fighter comes in, right? And it's going to fire upon you. And it's a hit. So you get fire upon, and you take 6 points of damage. Your armor is a 3, so that makes it 3. So you take 3 points of damage. You do have a total whole of 10 points. So you have 7 left. It fires upon you, and now the Wanderer is getting fired upon. And that's another hit. That's 6 points plus 1, 7, because it was an extra hit. So that's 7, but your armor is 3, so you take 4 whole damage.
How much can that ship take?
22.
And the other one that fired upon John, you notice that there is a threat. So what happens is it looks like there's a glitch in his system as he fired upon you the first time, and it seems now as though his combat sensors shut down. So it looks like he's a little confused. He's still following you, but for the next turn, he can't fire at you because of that threat. Okay, next. We're going to go back to the top. Let's take it from the top. The first number 1 is Trenton. What are you doing?
Okay, am I in range?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They came down. They're close to you. You can fire the weapons when you're ready.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's take them out, boys. All right. How many? What's the difficulty? Just 2 dice, or nothing?
Yes, it's 2.
2. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, here we go, guys. I got 1 success.
That's good.
That's good. All right, so you fire upon him, and with your turret-mounted medium laser cannons. You do 6 points of damage. And the TIE Fighter has armor 2. So 4. He's gotten 4 points of damage. You massively strike him. You're tearing in. Your turret is tearing into him, but he's not destroyed yet. He looks like he's about to really blow up, but that was a really good hit. Next is M1K3.
Okay, do I realize, do my calculations tell that there's something off with Lance? Do I know that there's something wrong? Or I just say, I'll say it for free. I'll be like,
Sure.
Lance,
You don't even make a roll.
would-
He's literally sitting next to you. You don't even have to make a roll. You could tell that this is not the Lance you normally see. You could tell that his hands are shaking, and he seems a little off. He's still great, but there's something that's just kind of a little bit off with him.
okay. I'll ask him, just so I won't assume, because I'm not a doctor. So I'm like, Lance, is everything okay?
I don't know. My hands are shaking. I think I'm having withdrawals. You might have to take over controls. I'm being honest.
I have a better idea. Do we have like a spray can or something that I could get him high on or something?
How about like robot oil?
So some kind of like in my medical kit is, some he's not supposed to be snorting.
Well, M1K3, what was one of the things that you requested on your ship?
A medical droid.
A medical droid.
All right, so I asked the medical droid, like, give him the best drugs you got. He's high.
Yes,
Maybe
mighty
help us.
one, let me inject him with a stimulant.
Oh,
That
help
should
us.
help him somewhat.
And you notice that he raises up his hand. It has this large, giant needle at the end of it, and he just injects it into Lance. He's right in the shoulder. Lance, you kind of twitch a little bit, and he injects you, and your eyes become dilated, and you can feel this stimulant going through your whole body, and kind of like the withdrawals are kind of going away, right? You're gonna have to give it an extra round before, so you're still gonna get that negative for one more round, but you are starting to feel a whole lot better.
Druggy.
Steroids.
Next, that was a free talk, M1K3. Did you want to do an action though?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
The same thing I did last time, trying to make it a little easier for Juan.
Okay.
Lance.
I mean for Lance. For Lance.
Now remember, there's a bunch of things you could do. You could boost the shields. You could jam the sensors on the other people. You could. I mean,
There's nobody fighting us right now, right? I mean, we're stuck in the combat. There's no.
Yeah, that's
TIE
correct. There are 2 TIE fighters, one attacking John and one attacking you. But there's TIE fighters and ships all around fighting.
Oh, there is a TIE fighter with us. I didn't know there was.
Oh yeah, there's definitely one on you. Trenton did a great shot on it. It's almost destroyed. One more hit, it's gone. But on his turn, he's gonna get to retaliate. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna put shields in the back because he's behind us.
That is correct.
I'll put an extra shield in the back. That's what I'll do. I'll roll the
Okay.
mechanics.
Putting junk in the trunk.
That's
What's the
mechanics. So boosting shields is hard. So it's 3 purples. You can make your roll.
That was too many. I rolled too many dice. Sorry. Let me just reroll
It's
that.
all good. It's all good.
3 successes.
Nice.
Wow.
All right, yeah. You're hitting those buttons really quick, M1K3, and all of a sudden you can see that the shields that were originally in the front, they move towards the back, and they enhance the back shields. You could just the glowing in the back. Great. All right, and next is Lance. Your turn.
I'm going to try the distance from that TIE fighter. So his shot becomes harder.
Okay, so you either want to do punch it, which means that you're gonna exhilarate to like maximum speed. You want evasive maneuvers to make it very difficult for him to fire on you. Do you want to? I mean, What is it exactly that you're trying to do?
I'm going to distance it.
Okay, so you want to punch it, basically.
Yeah,
right?
punch it, exactly.
All right, so punch it. You're going to immediately accelerate to maximum speed. Now your system suffers 1 strain, just letting you know for doing that.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay.
I want to get closer to that destroyer.
Okay.
All right.
Make it right.
Any setbacks? What is it?
Yeah,
Hard?
Yeah. It's hard.
Do I have any bonuses because I have a co-pilot? Yes, right? Because he rolled that before, didn't he?
No, because he did something different this turn.
All
He
right,
boosted the
so-
shields in the back. All right, so you start to pull away from the TIE fighters with that great piloting skill that you have there, right? And so let's take it from the top. So the first person is Trenton. Trenton, what are you doing as you're pulling away? Do you want to fire upon those TIE fighters?
Yes.
That TIE fighter that's following you.
Yes.
All right, make your roll. Oh, that's good. Direct hit explodes because you hit it from before. Good job. All right.
Man, who would have guessed that? That's great.
That's awesome. All right, next is M1K3. What do you want to do this turn?
I totally forgot. What?
Did you want to help Lance or put the shields on the back? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna help Lance. That's what I want to do.
All right, you give me Lance a bonus because these are big rolls. All right.
Yeah, man. Difficulty 5 purple dice. Is that what I have to roll? Oh my God, I made it. No.
Yeah, you did succeed though. That's a great roll, man. You're like one of the great co-pilots there. I don't know. John might get a little jealous because like Lance is not missing him at all. I don't know. Let me stop playing. All right, next. Good roll there. So you're gonna give Lance that bonus. And guess whose turn it is? Lance. Lance, what did you want to do? You gotta kind of avoid all of these ships and keep moving forward.
So I'm moving forward. Yeah, I'm moving forward. I'm going upside down and avoiding all the ships, waiting, pausing, and then going through.
All right.
Upside down. Right down.
I take it that you want to kind of like punch it and kind of like get that massive distance between you and them. Is that correct, Lance?
Yes. Oh, we're doing. Oh, yeah. I'm getting the distance. That's right.
Okay. So
upside down too. While I'm at it.
All right. This is because remember this is a hard roll because of all the other ships. So that's a 3 purple, and then remember that's also a setback dot. And but of course you have that ability. Good. You made your roll. Wow. Great roll.
No doubts in my mind.
There is no doubt. I bet.
It's like I had like ESP. I knew I was gonna make it.
The force
All right.
is with us.
All right, TIE Fighter's time now, right? So one TIE Fighter is chasing John, and John, it's firing upon you. Let me make that roll.
I believe in you, John. I
Oh,
believe in you.
you're hit, and you take 3 points of damage because of your armor and other stuff like that. But it did fire upon you. And now it's your turn, John. What do you want to do?
I'm going to try to fire on the one that's still on them. And I missed. But I have an advantage, so I'm giving that advantage point to Lance because I think he's going to need it.
Oh, awesome. All right. So, Lance, for your next turn, you're going to get that bonus point. We do go back up to the top. Now, Trenton, I do want to say that when you fired upon him and you destroyed that ship, that the debris kind of covered. So this round, believe it or not, you don't have visual. So you're there with the guns, but there's debris all over. That's that threat that was also that was rolled, right? So this round you can't do anything. So unless you want to do something other than fire.
Hey guys, I don't see anything down here. There's a lot of debris. Guys, caution! There we go.
All right,
And
cool.
you stop.
And that's what you hear because it's M1K3's turn. So that's right on target, man. Go ahead, M1K3. What would you like to do this turn?
Cloaking device.
I was waiting for you to do something like that.
Yes.
So make your roll. Oh, no.
Alright.
Matter of fact, it automatically activates.
I just press the buttons. Beep, beep, boop, 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 boop.
It's
Activating,
almost like
cloaking
it
device.
happened already, right? So it's
I know.
amazing. All right, great. All right, so you're going to get that bonus. Next is Lance, man. This is it, Lance. You see the Star Destroyer in front of you. And you notice that one of the bays are open. And there are TIE fighters rapidly flying out of that bay. And this is almost suicide. If you try to do this is a daunting task. That's four purple dice. Can you make it? Plus a setback dice for all the things that's going on. I know your piloting skill removes one of them, but can you do this? Can you make this roll? Go ahead.
So I'm flying in circles into it, and I'm using my feet to use the remotes on it, so I could go right through. Because my hands are shaking, so I gotta use my feet.
Wait, are you really using your feet?
No. I'm just doing circles with the ship and flying through.
Now, are you using a light side point because this is so important?
Yeah, I have to use it. No. Yes.
Okay.
My hand is shaking, so I have to hit it with my chin.
Wow, this is almost like deja vu. All right. Wow, you made it. Good job. Oh, man, you have, 6 successes, man. That's crazy.
I think it was 5.
Oh.
I started tap dancing in the ship. I knew it. I'm the best.
I mean, you just shouted it out, man.
Gonna go, John, take bonus.
Leave it to Juan. You don't know what that. All right. Next. All right, that was Lance. Great job. They go. They're taking another shot at you, John. Let me make my roll. He's firing upon you. He misses. John, good maneuvering there. All right, John, it's your turn. What are you doing? Your sound is off.
Yeah.
I gotta see if I can try to follow up Lance, man. I know it's a difficult roll, but
Oh my goodness, it is a daunting roll. That's 4 purple die. Go ahead, make your roll. And then remember, there's a setback die because of all the confusion, all the TIE fighters coming out of it. Go ahead.
Oh man, and the setback that sucks. So I missed. And
Oh!
But I got like 3 advantages. That's gotta be for something, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'll give you the 3 advantages that you'll live through this crash. So your fighter hits the side of. First, it hits a TIE fighter coming out. So it wasn't smooth, like Lance avoiding everything, and he kind of like landed, and it was a little rough, the ride, but he's there. And you try to follow him, but as you were about to try to follow exact same movements he was doing, a TIE fighter came in the way and bumped you. You crash into the side of the bay, and you end up spinning, crashing on the ground, and the vessel's your fighter is totally destroyed. It's on fire, and you take 6 points of damage. But you're still alive. The good news is you're still alive. But that was a hit. You notice the vessel is on fire. You might want to get out of that vessel as soon as possible. And the truth is, it is your turn, John. What are you doing?
As I roll out of the pile of junk that's not on fire, I'm like, nailed it, and I start running.
All right, we're gonna. All right, let's cut to scene 2. All right, you guys are in the hangar bay. Your vessel's there, the Wanderer. You also see the vessel that's on fire. You notice there's a lot of things going on in here, a lot of confusion. There are different robots running about in this hangar bay. You see hazardous, flammable fuel. You notice that there's some Tibana gas canisters about. This is definitely a hazardous place, right? A hangar bay. One of the worst things. But you also notice that in the distance you can see there are Imperial Navy troops coming.
I like my lightsaber. I'm like a. Bam.
Oh, okay. Very cool. And you notice M1K3. You notice that what they bring out with them, this squad of Imperial Naval officers. You also notice that they have a light repeater blaster with them, and they're setting it up. You notice there's several of them carrying the equipment. They're not like you, as strong as you, to be able to carry it just by themselves. And they're setting it up. They're getting prepared to fire it either upon John or your vessel. So
You said this place was like flammable, that there's stuff to shoot that you can like blow it up.
yes. So what I was saying is, this is a hangar bay. So not only do you see like droids that come to repair and stuff all about, but you also see flammable fuel like Tibana gas canisters are there. I mean, this is a hangar bay, very dangerous.
And then fire at the fuel.
Yeah, fire the fuel.
All right, let's take it from the top. The first
fire
person
right
is
now.
Trenton. Trenton, what are you doing?
How far are these Imperials away from us?
They're about 50 yards from you.
So they're pretty far then, right?
Correct, but that weapon has a very long range.
Long range. Okay, what I want to do is I want to use the Force, and what I want to do is that heavy repeating blaster. I want to turn it the opposite direction. So they're mounting it, ready to go, and I want to flip it the other direction. So
now I do want to say this, Trenton. You are in the vessel, and there is glass and a bunch of things. It's not like you're outside, so that's going to be really, really difficult to do unless you come out of the vessel. But you can do it. I'll allow you to make a roll if you want. What is your decision?
Okay, so I want to start moving to get out of the vessel.
Okay, so you're running. You get out of the cockpit. I mean, you get out of the gunner's seat, and
Yes.
you run towards the hatch to leave the Wanderer. All right, next is, so that's going to take your turn. Next is M1K3. What are you doing?
We can't fire the gun from the cockpit.
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm firing it at the fuel tanks.
All right, make your roll, and this is going to be a difficulty of 2 purple die, and it's also going to be, I'm going to give you a setback die. So make your roll.
What's the setback die for? Because I have brace, which is
The setback dice is because there's so much going on, and you knew that Trenton's on the guns, so you kind of hesitated to get on the guns because you assumed that Trenton was going to fire the guns in a way, like you're waiting for him. So because of that, there's like a set, like, should I fire him because Trenton's on them, and he should. You see what I'm saying? Trenton didn't fire them. He got up and ran. So would you have quickly known that?
Can I shoot it? I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna take a strain to aim. Like, yeah.
All right, make your roll.
1 success. Thank you.
All right, yo, you fired. That's all you needed. Yeah, and you got 2 triumphs too. You fire, and it just boom, 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 and you see it on the ground, and it just hits the squad, and you see them just screaming in pain, and you notice that the light repeater blaster just gets destroyed. It blows up, and that squad is gone. What are you doing? Well, let me see. Who's next?
I am.
Next is Lance. Lance, what are you doing?
Do I see any other stormtroopers or other squads around?
They might be coming. You don't see any right at this moment. No.
All right, so it's time to get out. Come on, Mike, let's go. I think I remember these Imperial destroyers.
I'll be right there. I'll take my light repeater.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm grabbing my blaster rifle, whatever it is I had.
All
Come
right,
on,
but I'm
RPD.
gonna pause before you guys do any other things because I do want to give John an opportunity to do something. All right, everybody went except John. John, what are you doing?
How many of them are left?
They're destroyed. All of them are killed.
Oh, well, I still keep my lights on. I'm heading on over to the guys. I'm going to the cockpit.
All right.
Whatever the area.
Yeah, so you're running towards the door that the blast doors that lead to the hangar bay, And John, as you're running over there, you notice that the doors open up and there's another squad that comes out. Of course, they're aware of you being there. And
Darth Maul, Steven, do the Darth Maul.
and I'm gonna allow you to, because it was almost simultaneously as you're running towards the hangar door, the blast door opens up, and you see this squad there, and they also have a light repeater blaster. So what are you doing, John? You did a movement. I'll allow you to do an action if you like.
Okay, I'd like to slice up.
You notice that there's five Imperial naval soldiers.
Troops.
But there's one officer there. Who are you striking?
I'm going for officer. I'm going for Mr. Officer, sir.
Okay, and it's only a difficulty of 2. You may make your roll.
Okay, so the roll is crazy, right? Roll it. Oh, 3, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yes.
He's getting it.
Nice. Okay, with the damage of your lightsaber, how do you kill him?
I go from I just go from the under, so I get his like underarm and then all the way to the side, and he slowly just slides. Top half
All right,
on it.
and he drops dead. But I'm gonna say that maneuver that you did was awesome, but you're gonna take a strain because of that. You did roll a threat, and that threat equals a strain. So you now have 1 strain
From the ones that I
due to the maneuver.
crash, right?
Exactly. All right, next we're gonna go back to the top, which means it's Trenton's turn. Trenton, you run out of the Wanderer, and you see John there. He's in the midst of these 5 naval troopers, and you notice that there's an officer there. He's dead. What are you doing, Trenton?
How many other troopers are left?
There's 5.
There's 5. Am I in range or am I completely out of range?
You can make your move. You can run there, and then you can attack if you like.
Okay, I'm gonna run and then attack. And as I'm running, I'm like, wait! You got a higher count than I do!
Like you gotta catch up.
All right. All right. So you strike him. Go ahead. Make your roll. It's difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. Here we go.
Oh my goodness, a triumph! How do you kill him?
Oh wow.
What I do is I go for the first guard, I slice them, and I do like a turn and do the other one if I can.
You know what? With that triumph, you kill 2 in 1 slice.
Oh, he
2
caught
of
up.
them are dead. Gone. You slice them both. Cut right through one of them. Slice the other one. He's dead. Next. All right. That was Trenton, M1K3. Your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm walking in down the ramp. They see the robot gang, with the light repeater, and I'm like, I'm loading.
All right.
I'll take a strain for an aim. I guess difficulty is 2.
That's correct.
Okay. Oh man.
Triumph!
So the two advantages
Oh my God,
mean that
you
the person
killed all
gets
of
hit.
them.
You know what?
You kill all of them.
M1K3, you fire upon with your light repeater because it's an auto fire, and you shoot all the other 3 guys dead. I mean, describe it. Describe what you just did.
Yes, they saw the footsteps, the heavy footsteps of my android come down with the light repeater. I have the Rambo bullets around, like, the chest, and they just saw me just like, and like Trenton and these guys are in the midst of like fighting, but I didn't even hit them. It was just so accurate. I was like, it could just mowed everything down.
Excellent. All right. So, what are you guys doing?
Question. Oh, the music scared me there for a
Yeah, I
minute.
was
That was the hand of the
Vader
emperor.
comes out.
I was looking behind me. I was like, the hand of the emperor.
I was like, "Where's Vader?"
Even I was like, what the hell had just happened there, man?
I got a question. Are their uniforms all like shot up and messed up? Like we can't do much with it.
Oh yeah, M1K3 just like first of all, John slicing them in half, and then Trenton slicing 2 of them in half, and then M1K3 killing the rest, just firing upon them with a light repeater blaster. I mean, there's holes all over their bodies. They're just bloody mess all over the place.
Right, so forget it. Forget that idea.
Now the blast door is open because normally they have to be they're secured, right? But the door is open. What are you guys planning to do?
Like we gotta go. I'm trying to. Do we know the weakest spot of a destroyer to maybe get it to stop blowing up? To sabotage it.
Bridge. We said the bridge.
The bridge or engines.
Well, if you want to go to the bridge and take control of the bridge and kind of like you can do that. You know, to destroy an engine, you can do that. It's going to take a lot of firepower to do that.
So we have to take the bridge.
I'm asking R2D6 to give us the schematic. Like, can he go into the wall and like get us the schematics of how to get to the bridge?
Absolutely. Are you bringing the R2 unit with you?
Yes.
Okay. So you hear him, of course, whistling and beeping and stuff like that, and he goes over and he plugs into the the closest computer panel on the wall, and he starts to work his magic at recovering a lot of the information, and he pops it up, he gets it, and he starts to move. Are you following him?
Yeah.
So he got it in his mind. I guess you're telling him where to go. Go to the bridge. Is that what you're saying?
Lead us. Let's follow this droid.
All right.
Then we go.
You hear him whistle some more and some beeps, and he's kind of excited and happy to follow and help M1K3, also known as the Mighty One, to him. And it almost sounds like he's kind of like singing a song as he's just rolling along the floor, excited to be serving you.
R2D6. Good job.
Okay, we gotta run back to our ship afterwards. Okay, let's hurry.
Trenton, I have more kills than you.
He has more kills than both of us put together.
All right. He's taking you through several corridors and stuff like that, and you can hear footsteps, like a bunch of footsteps running. You could tell there's a lot of action going on, troops moving from place to place. And are you guys kind of trying to stealth? Are you just kind of like a gun-ho, just running through the corridors? You're going to kill anything you see? Like, what's the mood that you guys are traveling through the Star Destroyer?
We could try to stealth, but remember we have that robot with us, so
Yeah, stealthing is not.
it's gonna be a little hard.
Well, let me say this: that the R2 unit is much more quiet than any of you can ever be. Let's just be honest about that.
Wait, guys, we have a plethora of suits that we can maybe change into.
What suits?
No, we ruined it.
Guys, we just
We killed them. You didn't listen to
They're
that.
torn to pieces. I asked about that.
Yeah, they're all full of
They're all
They're
ruined.
burnt, torn to pieces, cut up. You cut some yourself. I could try to wear one.
You could sew them together if you want to take some time and kind of like.
I could wear one and go like
John,
this.
you slice one in half. You could just kind of like take the 2 pieces and like.
Oh, we can wear them. You know,
He only wears the bottom part of the suit.
run around half naked and say, "Oh, we got shot up."
it's all the time.
I think
When
we
you
could try
you
to.
at the top. It just covers above the nipple.
I think we should
Like
try
the
to.
uniforms, you can like walk. There's like holes in them from the repeater blaster.
Yeah.
And there's like a slash across, and you know.
Still alive. I lived.
I think we should just try to hide as best we can. We might not be able to, but maybe we'll get lucky enough a couple of times.
All right, let's do it. Sorry.
Okay, I need all of you to make a roll, and of course, the roll that you're going to make
Stealth.
is a stealth roll. Everybody make a stealth roll.
If one of us fails, do we all get caught?
Yeah, the difficulty is going to be, because there's a lot of stuff going on. Two dice.
Steven had a good question. That's a great question.
I'm sorry, John. What is it?
I was saying if one of us gets caught, do we all get caught?
Absolutely, because remember you're traveling as a group, unless you're splitting, which I don't recommend. I mean, you could. It's okay.
Not a good
I'm
idea.
using a force point.
Not a good idea to split up.
I'm sorry, John. What is it?
Who's got the lowest dice? They should be the one rolling.
I got 3 green.
I got 3 green also.
Me too. I failed. I didn't fail. I had 3 advantages. I
Yeah,
had
the best one.
same thing. We got caught.
Triumph. What can my triumph
It won't
calculate?
matter because this guy got.
That one.
Whoa! I failed miserably. I got 4
My
advantage.
triumph.
It won't matter.
Yeah. You guys
I had
made-
2 success.
and some of you are very, you're moving really quiet, and then like Lance, you're like stealthing really, like you're like, oh yeah, come on this way, guys, and all of a sudden M1K with his like light repeater rifle, boom, 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 boom.
And Trenton falls on his head.
"Man, where are we? And all of a sudden a group of
Stormtroopers.
another squad appears, and of course it is battle time. All right, let's take it from the top.
Hey, we got new suits here.
You guys can't be quiet.
We're gonna blast him up.
Exactly. Yeah, you guys are like all quiet and everything except for M1K3. But M1K3 kind of feels pretty powerful with that weapon. Maybe he's doing deliberately. He just wants to kind of
I'm a king. Yeah, no, I want to try this out.
He's talking like that.
All right, we'll take it from the top. Trenton, you go first.
All right, I'm gonna strike him down with my lightsaber, and let's go. I got an advantage. 1
Is
advantage.
any of them an officer?
Yes.
Yeah.
One
Well-
of them is definitely an officer, as you can
Maybe
tell.
we can keep him alive, or like his suit. I can strangle him.
Shoot him in the head.
Trenton, you cut one in half. He's dead.
No,
How do you kill him?
he missed.
I got
Wait,
an
I thought you
advantage.
said 1 success.
No,
you
an
failed.
Advantage.
1 advantage.
You. Oh,
gives
an
it to me.
advantage. Yeah.
Give it to me.
What do you want to do with that advantage?
I want to pass it on to M1K3.
All right. Next is M1K3. What are you doing?
Thank you, Trenton. You don't suck as bad as I thought. All right, so I'm gonna take that advantage. Plus, I'm gonna aim, and then I'm gonna give it to them. Lovely. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh my
2 success, 3
goodness.
advantage. Wow.
Nice.
Is that the repeater?
Yeah, let's repeat it.
All right. Well, you're definitely gonna hit one. Do you wanna?
I'll hit another one with the
Go
2
ahead.
advantages. It's free. It's free. It's just
Oh yeah,
automatic.
that's right. So basically, 2 of them. You just like tell me how you killed 2 of them.
All right, so I'm making sure it's not the officer. I want to keep the officer alive. So
Understood.
I'm spraying it. I'm literally just like going from side to side on the hallway, and everybody ducks except for those 2. They just get shot up in the head.
Nice. Okay. Next is
Lance.
Lance. What are you doing, Lance?
I'm shooting one of those naval soldiers with my blaster rifle. Oh, it's 3 green. Hold on. Wait, I don't even have to look that up. I know it. Any purple die?
Yes, of course, 2.
All right,
Unless
so
you
let me-
plan to get really close to them, then there'll be only 1.
No, I don't want to get too close. Sorry. And it's just 3 advantages. I'll
Okay,
give that.
fire and you miss.
I'll give them to whoever's next. I think it's John.
I'll allow you with 3 of them to be able to fire. One of them kind of dodges your attacks, but he falls prone if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine.
Okay, so one of them falls prone and drops his gun, so he can't fire this turn.
One less person shooting. That's good.
All right, next is. All right, there you go.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Because John goes last.
Sorry.
All right, so
So
there are
2 left.
2 left.
two in the officer, I think. In the
I'm gonna
officer.
make both of them fire. Let me roll to see who's gonna get attack. 1 Trenton, 2 John, 3 M1K, and 4 Lance. M1K, you're getting fire upon, and the other guy's gonna fire upon Lance.
Ah,
All right, first one.
One defense for shooting.
2, right? 2 bucks.
For me? No. I don't have. I have the repeater. I have a weapon that gives me another defense, but
They fire and they miss. They miss you, M1K3.
Oh, nice.
And you just hear the blast over your head. All right, next is Lance. You're getting attacked.
Lance out.
I've got a little bit of armor.
I stab him with some more drugs. Watch out, Lance.
Oh, they fire
missed.
Lance also. They miss him.
Wow.
That's because I'm still spinning, even though the ship is not spinning no more. My character's spinning.
They seem a little intimidated since Trenton attacked with his lightsaber and
Lightsaber.
shot him down with the light repeater blaster. All right, next is John. John, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm striking with the lightsaber and I'm blowing people's defense off. Why is it not rolling? Oh, that was a terrible miss. Horrible miss, but I got an advantage, so I'm going to give that to the next person.
All right, John, you swing, and
Hey,
your
I'm
day
sorry.
is definitely off.
I
There's
rolled
something
I
off.
rolled
Okay.
wrong dice. Sorry. 2 successes.
Nice.
Oh, okay. How do you kill him?
I go for the kneecap this time.
Oh, that's a horrible way to
Oh
die.
man,
He's
you
still
just
alive on the
cut
floor.
his legs off, and he's like crawling on the floor, like Anakin when he's like with Obi-Wan. He's like,
I hate you.
I hate you. That's pretty messed up, man. No, but he dies he bleeds out, man. Even though in reality,
Yeah.
for a
He's not-
lightsaber, yeah, that's what
Shock.
I'm saying.
That's the shock,
Yeah,
maybe.
he's probably just in shock and dead.
Yeah, there's no bleeding out.
Yeah, that's the worst death. Yeah, John, you're like evil, man. Man, I'm sure.
Wait, I was trying to. I can't just knock him out.
Now we go back to the top. Trenton, you go next. There's one officer, naval officer, and there's one trooper left. What are you doing, Trenton?
No, aren't there 2 troopers?
No.
As I walk
John
to,
just killed one.
as I walk to both of them, you do know the extent of a power of a Jedi, right? So I suggest you drop both of your weapons in kneel now.
All right. Are you trying to intimidate them? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'll try
Which is
that.
fine if you want to do that. Okay. So I need you to make. You're going to make a
That's
coerce. Make a coerce roll. That's a willpower roll. I'm
Willpower
going to make it. It's going to be a 2, but I'm going to give you 2 boost die. One boost die because they're outnumbered. Another boost die because they see all these the way you killed. You guys are ruthless the way you killed. So you got 2 boost die. Roll your coerce.
That's right, kneecap, baby.
Okay. Wait, Dad. I want to use an ability. I can take a strain. To make any cohesion check either difficult or more difficult or easier.
You said willpower or coerce?
Coerce. But
Okay.
you could use your willpower if you don't have coerce, because it's
Okay.
under willpower, right?
I got willpower.
All right,
yeah.
so M1K3, are you taking a stress?
Yeah, I'll take a strain and I'll give him
Strain.
whatever it is. I make them more difficult or easier for John, whatever it is.
Yeah, basically it's easier for him. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, they just see the powering
You
robot.
just got
behind him.
another boost die, Trenton.
Nice. Here we go, guys. Wow! 1 success, and I got like 3, 4,
5
5
advantage.
advantages.
Nice. All right. You see them both drop their weapons. They put their hands up. Oh, please, do not kill us. And they look like they're really fearful right now. What do you guys do?
I call John, Mike, and Lance. Guys,
Officer, take off your uniforms.
take off
And you notice that the officer kind of like glances at you, Lance, like
Just take off the
I'm-
uniform.
like he's worried. He's concerned what are you gonna do with him when
I
he takes
put blast a rifle in his face, and I tell him, take off that uniform. You have 4 seconds to do it. 1,
You see, he starts
2,
taking it off the uniform. Really quick.
3.
And you notice though when he's about to take his pants off, he pauses a second and looks at Lance.
Take that off. and I'm putting on the uniform because I'm the best. I'll say exaggerator because I don't want to say liar on the group.
All right, I'm gonna roll percentage to see if the uniform's gonna fit you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So, you know what? 50-50 chance. 1 to 50, the uniform fits you. Higher than 50, no way, Lance. You can't get in
Okay.
there. Here's the percentage.
Okay.
Wait, we want higher or we want lower?
You want low.
Lower. That's lower. If it's
74. Doesn't fit you, Lance.
Oh, I thought it was 40. Oh, no, I looked at the other thing. Okay, so it
Remember
doesn't
what I
fit.
said, 1 to 50, it'll
Wow.
fit you.
Somebody
Right.
else could try it.
Nope. That's it. Doesn't fit.
I'm too
All right,
tall.
just have them take a wait. Why? No, there's nothing. Just have us take us to the break. The bridge.
It would have been good because I'm a good liar.
All right, so you're having the officer, the naval officer, the Imperial naval officer walk around naked then, right?
No, what do we need? We don't need them.
We can do the fake handcuffs. They're pretending to take us, around, and then.
No, we don't need them. We know where the bridge is. We don't.
Yeah.
Need
Imperial officers are pretty loyal guys. I know for a fact.
them. I shoot them.
Close.
Oh.
Well, they don't have any weapons on them, M1K3. You just open fire on them. They're like, no, please.
You're gonna need to do that.
I don't have a
Trenton,
problem with that. I hate the Empire.
You noticed that Trenton, the guard that was there that dropped his weapon and everything, and John, on your side, he kind of like grabs your clothing. He's like, and his eyes are wide open. He's like.
But behind him, I put my hands and I close his eyes.
You close his eyes?
That was called for.
Juan, you didn't do that.
John, you chopped the other one's legs off and let him shockingly die.
Yeah, but that was his legs. He was just, I was trying to stop him from moving.
There's gonna be more troopers coming.
All right, you notice that your R2 unit kind of beeps and whistles, and it looks like he's trying to get your attention because he does know where the bridge is at.
Lead the way, R2D6.
All right.
You are doing a great job.
He kind of like just rolls away in the distance, and you guys follow him. And you notice that he gets in an elevator. Are you guys following and going into the elevator?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And the elevator door closed, the blast doors close, and take you up. You could tell that you're going up several levels. You notice he connects into the computer in the elevator, and it's good that you brought that R2 unit. You didn't need to hack into that. And he's using his knowledge to get to the right floor of the bridge. You notice that you're going multiple floors and going higher and higher. You can feel yourself going higher and higher and higher to the bridge. And
We're about to have a Hail Hydra moment.
yeah, you are. And
Hail Hydra.
you can feel that your elevator is coming to a stop. The doors open.
Oh no,
You
who's
see
that?
the bridge of the Star Destroyer there.
I'm most on.
And I'm going to allow you guys that you have surprise. Let me tell you what you see. You see multiple officers on the bridge. You do see Commander Bassar there. And you notice that by his side, there are two of his powerful
Oh no.
droids. Right? But he seems as though his attention is towards what's going on, the battle that's outside of the ship. You can tell through the windows as your blast doors open, your doors open, the elevator door. You can see that there's a massive battle going on outside, and the fighters, the TIE fighters, and the droid fighters are just engaged, and it got everyone's attention. You do notice that the ship, the Star Destroyer, has been taking damage. You could see some smoke in one area. There's flames and smoke. There's sparks going off in another part of the machinery. It seems as though the droids have been really doing some damage to this Star Destroyer, despite that they don't have any heavy ships to combat it against. But as a matter of fact, you could even see through the window, you could see a droid vessel ship, a fighter, just kind of like suicide. It gets shot at, and it loses one of its engines on one of its side, and it just does a suicide run and crashes just adjacent to the windows. And everyone kind of like expecting that they were gonna get exploded on, but the droids are just kind of like trying everything they can to take this Star Destroyer M1K3. You're very proud of what the droids are willing to risk to get this this done. So let me just ask in general before we go into if it is, because right now we're not going to go into combat mode, but is there anything that anybody wants to do in particular as you see this?
Just a quick question: the are there like doors where the security would come in, like stormtroopers?
No, but you see guards there. They have their weapons. They look a little distracted. And are you coming out of the elevator or are you staying in the elevator?
Me particularly, or the whole group?
In general, what are you guys doing?
I'm waiting for everybody.
I have a question. Do I see like a control area?
PTSD.
Yeah, of course you see the
like a
controls all over.
pilot area.
And being that you guys are hesitating, no one with a real other than observing, you notice that Commander Bassar, he turns his head and he spots you guys, right? So the Imperial Security Bureau, head of the Security Bureau, he now spots you. And you notice that he doesn't seem stressed. He doesn't seem like distraught because you're up there, that you made it to the bridge. A matter of fact, his hands are behind his back. His chin kind of goes up into the air. And he looks in your direction. And you notice that the droids, their eyes turn in your direction also. And they move forward, but they don't move towards you. Because remember, he kind of like controls every move of them, right? He tells them what to do. But you notice they step forward. They're about a foot in front of him. And remember, if you remember last time you met, there's a shield that they give him, right? So that's why they're in front of him. So he's looking, and he looks kind of like analyzes all of you, and he kind of like nods. He has this smile in his face, almost like, oh crap, you guys are here, you painted my ass, right? This is his thought process, and you could tell it from that smile. And he looks at specifically as he monitors all of you. You know, he always analyzes everything. He looks at specifically, his eyes gaze at Lance.
I'm putting a bag over my face.
And he says,
wait,
he doesn't want to have sex with you, Lance, so don't worry. But he looks at you, you don't need to put your bag over yet, but he looks at you and he says, yes. Lance Blazer, is that not your name?
No, I changed it.
Yes, but that is your real name. Yes. First, in graduation, the academy. A great pilot. Yes, if I remember correctly, I did some research on all of you since the day I met you. Lance, squad leader of the TIE Fighters. Lance, premier ace combat, if I remember correctly. Yes. Lance, from a family of loyal individuals to the Empire. A matter of fact, if I remember correctly, your father was once striving to be a Moff. And if it wasn't for Moff Tarkin, he would have been. It's a shame that your father passed away in some strange, unknown way, and thereby the Moff Tarkin is now in charge. But Lance, I see power in you. Lance, I see leadership in you. What you have accomplished is, I must admit, I'm impressed myself. And it is hard to impress me, Lance. Lance, you're on the wrong side. Lance, how does Captain Lance sound to you? Captain of the Imperial Forces. Captain of our starfighters, of our TIE fighters. Captain under me directly. Lance, I think you know what I'm offering you here. You notice his hands are behind his back and he's just kind of strolling, walking back and forth, pacing. And he keeps glancing at you, Lance, and there's some truth to his words, but some lies to his words also. He's trying to coerce you, and he says, Lance, lay down your weapons. You belong with us. You are not a rebel. I can make you rich, Lance. Rich beyond your dreams. I know you have been a smuggler for a long time. You must be tired of smuggling for money. Why worry about that? You can be rich under my rule. Lance, what do you say? Drop that weapon and come and stand by my side. Wait, before you make a roll, his special ability is to coerce you, man. And I gotta admit, it sounds kind of interesting. So I need you to make a coercion roll. You're going to try to resist that. So it's a willpower roll. He's trying to coerce you. His difficulty is going to be, oh, that's right. He's very good at this.
I'm in trouble.
It's going to be a 3 difficulty die.
Not this time, Juan. I'm gonna strain again. Any coercion around my character I can either lower or higher the difficulty.
So, okay, you only have to do an average roll. But this is crucial because you might drop that weapon and consider joining the Empire.
Come on, Juan. Come on. Help him out. I'm standing next to you.
Could I kind of lie my way and then see if he believes me instead and I coerce him?
Well, the idea is you first got to succeed in this roll. Do you want to use a light side point?
I'm definitely using one.
All right, this is crucial.
So, how many? For Richie, I get what? One blue? No.
One less purple. Whatever his
so difficulty is, goes down
one.
2?
Yeah.
Normally it would have been 3. This guy's a really good talker.
So a light side point gives me 1 green becomes a yellow, right?
Correct.
All right. Can I use a strain to get like an advantage or a blue point?
No.
All right. Well, yeah. There's one time for me to roll good. It has to be now. You know what? I'm gonna roll a triumph, and I'm gonna coerce him.
Yes.
Oh, success and an advantage.
No triumph, but you succeed. You fight. You think you've been fighting in your head because you are a smuggler. You are into money. You know all the money that he's promised. You know that there's great wealth in the Empire, and that probably would fix you with all the money that you owe to the Hutt. But you're able to take a step back and say,
hold up, but wait, can I go along with it? Can I go along with his lie and give him my lie now?
I tell you what, if you want to try, you could, but you do know that his special abilities have to do with mind, with coercion, with deceit, with So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to try. Is that what you want to do? But
first I want to know where the pilot area is, like where they're running the navigation area where they're running the ship.
Wait,
All those guys on the bottom.
that's here on the bridge.
Wait, I'm taking a glance.
You
Like,
don't even have to ask him that. That's the
no,
bridge.
I'm not asking. I just want to see how close it is to me.
Okay, so let's take it from the top, from initiative, and we'll go about so everybody can make their decision on what they want to do. So we're gonna start first with Trenton. Trenton, so you just saw that Lance kind of fought it off. What are you doing, Lance?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
yes.
Trenton. I'm sorry,
Go
Trenton.
ahead.
What are you doing, Trenton?
Well, since he's walking around, what I want to do is use the force. What I want to do is pull Bassar towards me. And I can do that because I have a silhouette of 1. And I've got my ranges. I've got 2 ranges. And I've got control almost maxed out. So I want to pull him towards me.
Okay, this is gonna be hard. So,
I know.
Do you want to use a light
Force
side,
point?
your last light side point?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Wait, how far is he?
He's about 25 feet away from you guys.
That should be.
Is that short range or?
For him, he can pull because he raised that up, so he can pull him from that
No, I
distance.
it changes based off of if it's short, if it's medium range. Then
Yeah, it's short.
Okay.
Also, yeah, then it's just 2 pips, man. You got this. 2 whites. You can do this.
Okay, should I roll that separately with force or all together? What do you
No,
want?
so you don't. You're just rolling the white dice.
White dice. Here we go. 2 of them. Yeah.
So Trenton, you pull him, and you can see his eyes open up wide, and he gets pulled, and you see that he gets pulled through the force field that the 2 droids were protecting him, and he just goes through them, and he gets drawn, and he's standing there face to face, maybe a foot away, your face a foot away from his face. What do you tell him, Trenton?
Drop your droids. Tell them to stop. In fact, turn them off. And you will do everything I say. If not, you will die.
All right, next. Let's play some music here, some battle music. All right, next is, after Trenton, is M1K3. He's literally right next to all of you guys. What are you doing, M1K3?
Oh man, I feel like hitting him and making him, just choking him out. But I'll let someone else do that. I'm gonna start firing my repeater blaster. No, I'm pressing the elevator door down. There you go. Let's go. Let's get out of here. He's in the elevator with us, right?
Yeah, he is.
No, matter of fact, I'm gonna walk in. And tell the R2 unit to close the elevator door. So everybody else just goes down the elevator, and I'm just gonna start spraying. Just.
All right. So you do that, and the R2 unit kind of like you beeps and whistles, and you hear it twirling, and all of a sudden the elevator blast doors close, and open fire.
There we go.
Are you specifically opening fire on the droids, or are you just opening fire on the officers that are about?
Do I know who's piloting the ship? What's the place? Like, if I kill the people on the bottom, would that stop the Star Destroyer for a second?
It'll stop from people from utilizing the ship controls if they're all dead.
Yeah, that's who I'm spraying on. I'm spraying on the people on the bottom.
All right, make it roll.
Alright. I'll use
Difficulty range is only 2.
Okay. I'll use an aim.
Oh
force.
my goodness. Are you firing at the second one too?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'll use it can actually hit 3 people.
Oh my goodness. How do you kill all 3 of them?
Alright, so I'm like walking on that bridge, like above them, and I'm just like shooting on the bottom, like and they're just like falling onto the machinery.
You just see sparks all over the place. They're dropping. You can see the concern on the naval officers, because they're all officers, all of these, right? And you can see the concern on their face. You do see that droids kind of activate, and we're gonna take it to the next person. That is Lance. What are you doing? You're in the elevator. You have Glockamar Bassar there, John is there, and Trenton is there.
I just turn around and look at Glockamar Bassar and smile and say, that's a good offer. But I don't know. I don't think so. And I slap him as hard as I can right across the face, with the hardest slap I could give him.
You slap him, and
actually, I want to give him a bloody nose.
Yeah.
And he takes a wound for that. And you never seen Glockamar Bassar ever nervous and kind of like he always was steadfast. He was always with no stress, but you see fear in his eyes for the very first time. And as you slap him there, he turns and he looks at you wide-eyed. Next
So who killed?
is
I think it's John.
well,
Oh, no.
the bad guys go.
John goes
so
last.
they're gonna go. The robots are gonna fire at M1K3.
Okay. I'm gonna use my special ability. Hold on. I just gotta reread it because I think it's strain adds the purple die. Go quick. Come on, Rich. Come on. Defensive stance. Once per round, you may suffer a strain, and it adds difficulty of all incoming attacks equal to your number for the next round. So I only have a 1 rank on it. So I can add 1 purple die to everything everybody's shooting for me for the whole round.
1 purple.
So I already have a defensive of 1, so it's a black die and a purple die. Added
Okay.
to that.
And they're firing. The first one fires upon you.
Oh, and my armor adds a purple die. I'm so sorry.
It
My heavy
doesn't
armor.
matter. He misses. And
Yeah.
the second one fires upon you.
So it's 2 purple die, 1 black die. That's what I'm at.
3 yellow dice. Wow. Oof. Really
So,
Yeah, he has 3 proficiency.
Wow. They're good.
Oh, nothing again.
Yeah.
They're missing. Next,
Defensive
John.
mode.
You're just dodging. He's like, both of them missed. And you notice that the officers are concerned because the officers don't carry firearms. They're just working on the technology and stuff there. And the droids are meant to protect them. John, what are you doing?
John.
Your sound.
He just locked the door. Are we letting him fight by himself?
You could do whatever you want. If you
What
want
are
to
you
tell him
doing?
to go back up, open the doors. John, you're there. What are you doing?
This wasn't discussed with you. I don't know. I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting to hold my action and let it pass.
Well, believe it or not, you're the last person per
Yes,
round.
I just let it go. But I do voice it. I'm just like, well, we just gonna let Mike die.
Okay, back to the top then. Number 1 is Trenton. What are you doing, Trenton?
Do I still have Bassar?
Yeah, he's right in front of you.
I said, give me the control to the 2 droid robots now.
He says, "What do you wish me to command them to do?"
Shoot upon each other. Destroy each other now.
M1K3, you notice that the droids are turning,
Yeah, they are there.
but that's not till their turn. All right, next.
They're 1K2, I think.
Yep, M1K3, what are you doing?
All right. So there's more people, right? More control people.
Yes.
All right, they're getting it too on the other side. Now I'm shooting on the other side.
Make your roll.
Light repeater blaster coming their way.
Oh! Wow.
Triumph.
Triumph.
And 4 successes. Oh my goodness. You just fire upon them. They're just dropping all 3 of those guys. The other 3 that you're firing upon them, they're just dying.
Wow.
Accurate shooting. Triumph. As a matter of fact, you kill an extra 1 too because of that triumph, man. It's just
Alright.
like it's mauling. All right, next.
Rambo in it.
There you go. I'm telling that robot to get us back to the bridge
All right.
so we can help.
He whistles
Mike.
and beeps, and he could tell he switches, and you can feel the elevator going back up.
Do I get an action? An action? I'll use a strain. I don't care. I'm punching this guy again. Ah! That's for killing my father. I know it was you.
Oh,
He takes
jeez.
another wound.
I want to break his nose because it's big anyway. So fix it up for him. And I'm looking right into his eyes.
And you see fear in Commander Bassar.
And you see a big smile in my face. Torment is coming for you, my friend.
All right, next is.
I think he's
There you go.
oh,
Robots
there you go, yeah.
fire upon each other. M1K3, you're like, what the hell is going on? And you notice that they're firing upon each other, and they just kind of drop. They're like firing upon each other, and they drop. And all the officers on the bridge are kind of like wondering what the hell is going on. Their only protection is just they just ended up killing each other. What the heck is going on? All right, next is John. What are you doing, John? The elevator opens up, and John, you're there.
Trenton is next.
No, Trenton is first.
No, you go last.
Yeah, he
Remember,
goes
you have to go. You haven't
John,
gone.
you go last all the time.
Yeah. Then
Wait,
you go
Trenton
over.
is now.
Trenton is first.
He ordered the robots. He ordered the robots to kill each other.
Yeah, I
Right.
ordered the robots to kill
And
each
then
other.
Richie went, and I went. So then the bad guys went. Now you go.
Yeah.
So wait, the door's opened?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm putting the guys to sleep so you can stop shooting them and killing them.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 2 strains. And then sorry. And then coercion, average roll. So every pip and every out is a success, and
Oh my goodness.
every advantage is an additional person. So that's so it's 2 people plus 3 people plus so it's 5, and then they each take automatically. They each take what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So six strength. So I don't know how many hit points they have, but that equals hit points.
They don't have that many.
Wow.
So, John, you come in there, use the force, and you put your mind, you close your eyes, and you just reach out, and you just, their minds of the guys, the pressure, and they just all fall unconscious. Every single one of the ones that were left. So, all the ones that M1K3 are dead, you have about 5 of them that you put to sleep, John. What are you guys doing?
Well, I want to go to the pilot area. Leave this. First, I said leave this guy alive. He's good for us. He has a lot of intelligence. But I want to go to the pilot area, steer the ship so it crashes into the most sparsely populated area of the planet, so it doesn't kill any of the droids.
Okay, I need you to make an astrogation roll, navigation roll,
Navigation or astrogation?
navigation.
Okay, I gotta see what that is.
While he's doing that, Dad, I put my light repeater.
It's astrogation.
Astrogation. Okay, so that's 2 yellow.
While he's doing
Navigation.
that,
Yeah.
I'm putting my light repeater on the ground, and then I go up to Bassar, and I also give him a punch.
Can I,
Snap. When you punch him, it's not one wound.
Keep him
I mean, this
alive.
guy, you literally break his jaw, dude.
That's
Do
for
I
my
get-
arm.
Wow.
So this is kind of. I'm guessing. Do I get any bonuses? Because it's.
You
Oh.
break his jaw, and it's hard for him to talk. He like, yes.
You won't use that tool again.
We need him to talk. No, he knows a lot of intelligence.
Let me live, and I can make you all rich. I can make you all rich if you let me live. I know secrets of the Empire. You. He's pointing to John. I can tell you secrets. You are a Jedi. I can tell you secrets. I know what you seek. I can tell you. Where the other holocron is. The holocron. You let me go. I tell you. You're looking for the last one. I know it.
Yes.
John.
Yeah, it's in Coruscant.
Give me a promise that you let me go now, and I will tell you. I'll tell you what the last holocron is.
We got to promise that we're not going to kill him. He's going to give us this information. We don't lay a hand on his head.
Tell him to tell all TIE fighters to abandon the fight.
There you go. That too.
Oh, we're not killing him. He's going to he's going to become a prisoner. He knows a lot of secrets.
Yes. But first, tell us where the last holocron is.
Anthony, can I make my roll?
Yeah, make your roll.
Is it easy? It's a big planet.
It's average too.
Do I get any bonuses? I'm going to take my time a little bit.
No, matter of fact, you're going to get some setback dice, but they'll be negated because of your special ability.
All right.
Because of all the ships and fighters that are fighting around this vessel, it doesn't make it easier. It makes it more difficult.
All right, so so let me roll. I'm going to try to aim it so where it doesn't, stay far away from the droids. Here we go. A success and a threat.
All right. The threat, I'm going to give you another strain.
Drugs?
I'm shaking my hands again. It was the hand. I need more drugs. Where's the robot?
But you do succeed. Okay. And you notice that the Star Destroyer starts to move towards the planet. You can tell that it's moving, and it starts. You see outside the fighters are still fighting each other, but you see the Star Destroyer starting to turn and face the planet, and it looks like as slowly but surely it starts to move towards the planet's surface.
We need to get out.
That's going to take a little bit of time. But now, John, what are you doing, John?
So I'm getting binder cuffs and putting them on him, like security guards cuffs, putting them on him. And I asked him, I said, where is last?
You must promise you will let me go. You handcuff me. I don't. Are you? First of all, let me ask you, as a role player, are you lying?
No. We're bringing him to the rebel. He's gonna be a prisoner. He's not going.
Well, he's asking for you to let him go. Are you gonna let him go, or are you not gonna let him go? Because if you're not, then you just got to roll deceit.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking. You see why I'm asking?
Yeah, I don't want to. I didn't really want to lie to him. He won't give us. I just want to make sure he won't give us the information if we're taking him to the rebels. But a lot.
Yeah, you'll know if he's lying. I mean, he's gonna give you the information, but he wants to know. He's not gonna give you the information unless you let him go. He's asking to be released.
And released.
Oh, absolutely released. There's no sense in him, being captured and tortured and everything else. And
no, I agree, but also letting him go is a horrible idea.
Yeah, you can make the decision. Talk to the group about this as the ship is moving towards the surface of Ronyard.
I put my finger on his broken jaw. Hold on. Push it around. We need to know where that holocron is.
We already know where it is.
It's in Coruscant.
We know it's in Coruscant?
Yes, we have the coordinates.
Yeah, we know that already.
So let's turn back around.
So you know what? Let John. Let me speak with him.
Go ahead, jump in.
I have a couple of words I need to talk to him about. So, I guess the shoe's on the other foot now. So you're gonna be very valuable to the Rebel Alliance. You know that, right?
Yes, but you can still be help to the Empire.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be a lot of help to the Empire.
Listen to me. And kind of like he's gazing in your eyes.
I'm not looking at his eyes. Don't try that again. I pull out my rifle blaster. If you keep gazing into my eyes, you won't survive another second. So you're going to give us a lot of valuable information, aren't you? As I smile. So who killed my father? Was it you?
No. It was Grand Moff Toph.
That bastard. Lower your eyes. Stop looking at me. I'm going to keep you alive so you could give the rebellion a lot of information.
Fine. Keep me alive.
And you're gonna give the information.
You're no good, just like your father.
And I smack him again. Bah! Right in the face. Here.
Another point of damage.
It's a light smack.
Another wound. And he's like, yes.
No, I go like this to him to see if he gets scared.
He kind of gets, he's been taking a beating from you guys. M1K, 3 hits, you hit him. Everybody's like beating him up and stuff. He knows he's your prisoner right now. So, he kind of cringes a little bit.
So.
Yes, you're a coward like your father.
I spit on him, too.
That's all you can do.
I could do more. I could actually shoot you. But we're going to save you.
No, I meant...
You want me to do more? Oh, so I tell him, so I want to know where that holocron is right now. I know where it is, but I want to make sure. Number one. Number two, you're going to tell us everything like a rat that you are, that you know.
Fine. Is in the library, the Jedi library in Coruscant.
Is he lying? If you're lying, I'm going to shoot you right here.
All right. No, he's not lying.
So, okay. So you live for a few more minutes. That's good. You're going to see this destroyer get blown apart in pieces.
I don't care. I only care about myself.
I could see.
You fool.
And I laugh at him.
I laugh at you. I still live.
I put duct tape on his mouth. I don't know where I have it from, but I'm putting it.
Duct tape from?
I put a sock in his mouth just to shut him up.
You get this? Why you take your sock off, man? All right, Trenton. I gotta go somewhere else because this guy's like pulling out socks and duct tape and who knows what else he has in his pants.
I'm gonna leave it. I got more questions for him later.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything else besides Juan with the duct tape and the sock?
I do.
Yeah. What are you doing, Trenton?
So I ignite my lightsaber, and I look at him, and I say, this has been a long time coming. I remember the first time we met. I remember how pathetic I was. I remember how you brought me to my knees and almost killed me. But now, look at me. Look at me.
No, don't let him look at you.
I will destroy you.
What the?
John, get in the way of
I need you to make a willpower roll, Trenton. You know why? Because I've been saving up your dark side points for all these adventures.
No.
And I think this was an awesome moment
said
to
that
implement that. Wait. We're going to see if Trenton could stop from killing this guy. Because the truth is, he did embarrass you and you broke your arm. Remember that? I remember that. And you lost your lightsaber. It broke. So let's say you got to make a willpower roll. I'll allow you to discipline. You can use discipline to make your roll. But let me see the points I've been saving up for you every time you've done something that was not correct.
That's a lot.
You're gonna have to do the Mace Windu on him. Just chop his hand off.
We have to save him. He has
I just want to say
Trenton, 5 difficulty.
Oh my god.
Even just chop it off. Just chop it off.
I want to see if I can block it if he's.
Well, first let's see if he fails.
It's
He might not
not your turn.
So difficulty 5 purples.
Here we go.
You're going to do a willpower or discipline if you have discipline.
I got
I
this.
sense a failure.
3.
You fail.
Hey.
You
Two
turn on
threats.
your lightsaber and you strike him. Now, John, what did you want to do?
I had my lightsaber taken out and I want to block it. I want to save.
This is epic.
Like the Emperor. You know?
All right, John, all I need you to do is make an agility roll to intercept. I'll allow you to make either agility or an athletics roll.
Oh, my
So
droid is freaking out right now.
Either coordination or athletics, whichever you choose.
I'm going to see. What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is going to be a 2.
Okay. I'm gonna use the force exertion and agility. I rather prefer that.
But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use one of my dark side points right now to decrease your roll.
Maybe to make it more difficult.
Or should make it more difficult. That's correct. So there's
make
gonna
it more
be one of those purples are gonna turn red.
Oh no. I'm gonna use a force dice.
You don't have any left.
You don't have any.
Friends all used
We
it
used
up.
all 4?
Yep.
Yeah, we use all of them.
Oh my god, guys.
We use them. And all I wanted to do was put a sock in his mouth.
Dude, I want to see Anakin versus Ben Kenobi right now.
This is no good. We're losing tons of secrets.
Oh, despair! Yo,
Wait.
You failed big time.
not only did you fail, you got a despair. You know what
Your
that means?
lightsaber broke.
I helped him.
You put
Your lightsaber broke.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. You put your lightsaber in front of Glacamar Bassar, so to block him, and Trenton the strength behind it and the dark side was
hatred.
just overcame him, where he struck, and when you put your lightsaber in front, it hit your lightsaber and pushed it. Your lightsaber also cut, and both of you cut his head off. And you just see his body kind of like takes a step. It's kind of like sways a bit, and then just drops to the ground. His eyes wide open, like what the hell just happened? And you know what? It's a despair, man. Trenton, make another roll. Discipline. If you don't, you're going to attack John. Because the dark side, he dare block your attack.
And I'm a watch.
And you're like right now on the dark side. Make a discipline roll. Otherwise, for one round, you're going to attack John.
Do I get a difficulty? Do I get a good difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 2 again.
2 again.
Watch it fail.
It's Duel of the Fates right now. I want to hear it.
The failure's coming.
I want a lightsaber battle on the bridge right now.
And while the ship is going down, I'm gonna start running towards our wanderer.
Oh, we need music for this.
Oh, and as Bassar went down, I'm like hitting the ground with him.
Oh, that's evil. Even I wouldn't have done that, and I hate him.
Our group went. That was dark. That was real dark.
Yep. I don't want to hear nothing about me shooting anyone black doctors.
So Trenton, you're looking at John right there. How dare he block you in your mind? No way. This is wrong. You feel this power inside of you that you never felt before. A surge of energy. And when you struck down Glacamar Bassar, there was happiness inside you. You felt mighty and powerful. And yet, this so-called Padawan, who you invested time in to train and teach and guide, he dares put his lightsaber in front of you to stop you? No. This cannot be. You won't settle for this. Make your roll.
One success.
You made it!
And as that happens, I have my lightsaber and I'm like, Faluda, help me! And I just drop to my knees.
I try to catch him. I go down with him.
All right, you have him.
Trent, what happened?
I should have never done this. I'm sorry.
Never strike down in anger. You know this.
He pissed me off.
That's what every great Jedi says.
He pissed me off. I love it.
I lost it. I lost everything. I'm sorry.
You have to pull yourself together. I pull him up. You have to pull yourself together. Trent, you know this. We can't do things like that. We can't give it to the dark side. You taught me this. You're stronger than this. I know it. I've seen it.
If I ever do this again, you know what to do. I've been in control for a long time. And this man, yes, this man, I've lost it. The first time I was a failure, but for the first time, using my power to the full extent, and I felt good. And I'm sorry. I can't do this again.
I don't even know what to say.
Put my lightsaber on my side.
If I'll listen. If you do something like this again, then I will do the right thing.
You will destroy me if this happens again.
I turn off my lightsaber. I hug him. I just go in for a hug. I feel like he needs it now. I'm just like,
I feel empty, but I feel good because of what he did. It's sort of, my equilibrium is no longer. It's a lot.
And as you guys are like hugging each other there, you could feel
His hand going down.
you could feel this essence in the distance, like almost next to you guys, like almost kind of like holding both of you guys, and you can feel Luna's presence there.
Oh, again.
I'm whispering to Triton as I'm hugging him. I'm saying, submit yourself to the will of the Force. I just keep repeating it. Submit yourself to the will of the Force.
And is this a good place to say, and now the student becomes the master? I'm just joking. It's terrible. Alright, anyway. Alright, so what do you guys, you notice that with that, you feel a jerk. The whole ship.
We need to get out of here.
It now hit the atmosphere, and it's about to hit the planet. What are you guys doing?
Running towards the Wanderer as quick as possible.
Trevor, get off.
Come on, it's time to go.
All right, so you start running towards the hangar bay, back to the hangar bay. You get into the elevator. M1K3, you notice that your R2 unit is there, kind of like the one eye looks up at you, waiting for your order. What do?
Take us to the bridge. I mean the hangar bay.
And it starts to activate the elevator. The elevator starts to go down. You can feel it going down. Yes, Lance?
As I run towards the elevator, I want to kick Glocka's head. Pull, and then keep running.
Soccer.
He's already dead. All right.
I know, but, since these guys kind of took the thrill out of me torturing him a little bit more, but it's all right. I was going to torture that guy and bring him to the rebellion.
Oh, man, you guys are too much. All right, hold up. Let's get back to the outside view. All right, and you can see your ship. You can see that the planet is getting closer and closer to you, and you guys are basically running. You get out of the elevator, run down some corridors. Of course, you can feel the ship shifting, and you crash to one side and then crash to the other side of the corridor, and you continue to run. You're hearing parts of the ship kind of creaking and breaking up. It's not meant to come all the way down to the surface of the planet. There's debris that are hitting the ship. The ship is taking a massive strain because it's going into the atmosphere and to the planet. And I think this is a good place to kind of end the session. What do you guys think? I think we're out of time and out of character. Don't you think?
That's a good spot.
Wow.
Thank you for being with us. Please subscribe. Please comment. Hit that notification bell. we would really greatly appreciate it if you subscribe, right? Be part of our family here. And let's see what happens next. I mean, there's some interesting things going on. A lot of exciting things that has happened. We'll see you next time. Out of time and out of character. Thank you.